very big congratulations to all my Indians and to the whole of India for learning very well on the moon. Like, you guys really amaze me. Like, India really amazes me sometimes, but this time I'm celebrating with you guys and I'm so happy for you guys. Congratulations to all the Indians. Jai Hind. I've been taking this in and out of the fridge for the past 3 days. I want to make ghee, but I was always taking it in and out because I never had time to do that. Whenever I took it out, I would be busy. I would get busy, and I wouldn't have time to make the ghee. So today let me make it, but first of all I'm going to be warming some milk for the boys. The boys are taking a nap, and guess what? This time around, so happy and so proud of myself because this time around Abinash fell sick and I didn't take him to the hospital. I didn't give him any medicines, buying those medicines and getting more worried and stuff like that. I just didn't send him to school. And what I did is I did give him any milk. He had cough, like a strong cough, and he gets weak whenever he falls sick. Like anything that bothers him, like sickness and stuff, he keeps on saying, oh my god, I'm so sick, oh my god. Like, he becomes super weak. He can't eat and stuff like that. So this time around I just didn't send him to school, and I gave him one small tablet that I broke into two and I just gave him that, and oh my goodness, it worked, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, I feel like at least because before I take him to the hospital, when he gets any disease, like he gets attacked by any infection, until I take him to see a doctor, by the time we get out of the hospital he's feeling better. So I believe he's just used to going to the hospital whenever he's sick and stuff like that. So this time I didn't get worried. I didn't do too much. I didn't really put my mind there, like he's sick like we usually do before. Of course my husband was like that because he is another one when Abinash is sick. So this time around I just used my mind and I just gave him warm water. I kept on giving him warm water. Like, I would boil his water and put it in the bottle, and he would sip on it slowly by slowly. And then I gave him that medicine, a small little tablet that I broke into two. If you want to know about it, I'm going to write it down in the description box below. And I would break it into two because it makes the babies, like the kids, weak, and so I'd give him that and he would sleep, and I think he got enough rest. Probably that is why. And he puked the day before. After eating food, was like, the cough is too much, I can't breathe, stuff like that, and he went and puked. And I didn't get really much bothered about that. And I think the more you get worried about something is the more like the thing maybe it gets serious. So this time around I just was like, you know what, just calm down, stay cool, it's okay. Like, he's been falling sick, you can do it, you can manage. And I did it, and he's fine. He went to school today. He was like, mommy, I'm fine, I can go to school, there's no cough. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself as well. So I'm warming up their milk while they're still taking their nap, and I'm going to be making ghee because we have zero ghee in the house, and I've been putting it in and out. But today I have to do it because the more I do that, the more I get lazy. And once I decide on doing something and I don't do it, I be lazy. Like, I get more lazy about that stuff. That is why when I decide on doing something, unless I finish it, I won't see it. Like, unless I get done with it, I don't get comfortable to do any other thing. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'll be making gift. This is the first blend. We are going to be adding in some water to it. This is how our butter looks like. Okay, now we're going to take this out and put it in cold water. We will have to clean it up. We're going to do this for all the butter, the cream that we'll be having in this. The same process we'll be using. This is another phase of making butter. You have to make your butter in bits, because once you don't make it in bits, it's not going to come out well, and you may mess up your kitchen, because while you're blending up and stuff like that, it needs to have enough space in the blender so that it can move around. And if you don't make it in bits, like you separate it or maybe stuff like that, it's going to just mess up your kitchen and it will not bring out the results that you'll be wanting. So here we are just taking out all the extra milk that will be in there. We make a little bowl out of it, because the more you press it, the more the milk that is remaining comes out, and then we'll need to wash it up later. So we use cold water for making butter, because it helps to make the butter become hard, something like that, so that it becomes easy for you to use later on. That is why we use cold water. This one became a little bit smaller and I had to pick another one. As you can see, even the butter is getting, the milk butter is getting full, buttermilk rather. So this is the first phase that I had, and this is another phase that I'm making right now. So I'm going to be putting this one right here, guys, and I believe we're going to get a lot of ghee this time. And this is the buttermilk. So we are just going to clean it, like clean the butter with cold water. So when you clean with cold water, what happens is the butter becomes stronger for you to clean it better. That is why we need cold water, like fridge water. And yeah, let's make it. So I'm going to be using this pan because I believe the ghee is going to be much this time. That is why. So since it is hot, the pan is already hot, we're going to be putting one by one in there. we have to cook up this butter until it turns into oil, and we need to make sure that the remaining milk is also cooked properly, because if you don't cook it properly, I believe it's going to get spoiled. So that is why you really need to take your time, cook it slowly on a low flame until you see how it is looking right here. So it's getting almost there. Now those are the milk particles that I'm talking about, like the remaining milk that will be in there, or the fat you can say. So you have to cook it like here. As you see, it has reduced more and more. It has to reduce until it is cooked properly. And then, by the way, later on, this milk particles, like the fat that will be remaining, I can make sweets out of it. I'm going to keep it, and I'll be making sweets for my family out of it. So you have to cook it until this fat, or you can say milk particles that will be remaining, turn brown. That is when you know that it is ready to be used. Our ghee is ready, and after cooking it up, I put it on the side for it to cool. And at that time we had to go out, so by the time I came back, this is how it looks like, and it is so done. Like, it looks so good. The color has to turn into this color. I looked for the is it called a what that I used to use to pour the ghee inside there, but I couldn't find it. I don't know, maybe Rose misplaced it, and since she's not around, I have to use some other means. That's why I'm using a spoon. So yeah, let us fill up our jar with ghee. Some ghee split down, it poured down, but that's okay. I'm going to be cleaning there. So this is how the ghee came out, guys.